Hey guys, Alex Sturgeon here, HobbyTown Hobbyplex, and I'm excited to present a brand new vehicle to the HobbyTown lineup. This is the Arrma Fireteam 1/7 scale brushless assault vehicle. So after a quick Google search, I was able to learn that a fireteam is a 4-man military squad, which is the basis for all military tactical operations. What I believe that means is that squad is able to blow something up and then get out of there quickly, which is what we have here. We have this awesome all-terrain vehicle with your dudes with weapons ready to go at a moment's notice. So this is the first vehicle of its type from Arrma. It does share a lot of similarities to like an Arrma Kraton. However, it does have a longer wheelbase, wider track, softer suspension, and it has a really awesome mechanical handbrake, much like the Infraction. Okay, I want to go over a couple things real quick. First off is the body. It is a military style panel body with a full cage, and what that means is that you have the cage going throughout the body to keep it nice and stiff and keep it from breaking easily. You can see that it has these neat little clips here and in the front, and then it has these holes in the bottom that kind of go into these little pegs so that the body stays on super tight, so that is not going anywhere. And it really doesn't weigh that much considering how big this truck is. The body clips are on top, which I actually kind of like. They're easily accessible. Sometimes I don't like it when the body clips are hidden for scale purposes or anything like that. You've got your black anodized threaded shocks. You have your steel drive shafts. You've got your black anodized shock towers, black anodized chassis. And then of course your 2050 brushless motor with the fan, your 150 amp Firma speed controller, your S652 metal geared servo with a metal steering arm that is now stock. Inside of here, this little radio box is an S315 receiver, and then of course with the truck you get the SLT3 Spectrum radio 3-channel. This is your 3rd channel for the handbrake. We're going to turn this thing on so that I can show you guys the handbrake and the steering. So back here you'll hit that 3rd channel as you're going, and you can lock the rear end so that you can do some sweet slides or maneuvers. I don't know, what do we call that? Cannot wait to get out there and do that. And then of course the steering is crazy. This is a very fast, very strong servo, which is definitely going to be needed for this size of vehicle. Pretty much standard stuff on all the 1/7 scale cars is going to be the safe D input shafts and pinion gears. Basically that just means that one of these set screws can come out and it's not going to end your day. And then I wanted to show you guys, it does have a red anodized aluminum diff case. So you get that strength of that center diff case right out of the gate. Sometimes with plastic you can kind of run into those things basically getting super hot and melting on you. So get that done and out of the way. Of course this top brace is standard on pretty much all the big Arrma cars. The tires are really neat. They kind of got that futuristic airless tire look to them. So they got that really tall sidewall with the tread on top, and they're a little bit skinnier than your standard monster truck tire, and they are pushed out a little bit of an offset so that you get the wider track with this car. And I think that's about it. Oh, right now we got it hooked up with 2 3-cells to make 6S. It's capable of up to 6-cell. You can run it on 2 2-cells or 1 4-cell or 1 6-cell. Obviously we all like to go fast, so I'm probably never going to not run this on anything but 6 cells, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So with that, let's get our mission parameters, go out there and see what kind of trouble we can get into. All right, guys, there you go. We are back at the Hobbyplex home base here. We put this thing through its paces, really beat the crap out of it. We took it to both the Hobbyplex indoor track at the HobbyTown Hobbyplex here in Omaha, Nebraska, and then I had an idea to take it out to some of our local bike trails. There were a couple jump lines that I had in mind. As soon as I found out that we were actually going to get this thing and be able to play with it, it took everything that we threw at it. It was great. It handled the off-road track way better than I expected. We had just done a big 8-scale race. The track had a lot of natural grip. The tires actually worked out really well. Also, when you use a mechanical handbrake and you're spinning the front tires a whole bunch, the tires could smoke. That was pretty rad. And it took a little time to get used to it, but once we figured out how to use the mechanical handbrake and be on the throttle at the same time to make some of those 180 corners go really fast, it was a lot of fun. As far as durability goes, you know, we really did a lot of abuse. Gave this truck a lot of abuse, and the only time that we broke it, we did break a front A-arm, but we were jumping at like 20 feet in the air at one of the local bike trails, and it was like 10 degrees outside. So, you know, something like that's kind of to be expected if you're going to bash it. Luckily, the parts are inexpensive, and most hobby stores already have the parts for this truck in stock because, again, it shares a lot of the parts as the same Arrma 6S lineup. So, with that, really happy with how everything turned out. We landed this thing on its roof a few times trying to do a backflip that didn't make it into the video, but it all is in one piece. The dudes are happy. They got their guns blazing out there, so they're ready to go. And we're ready to get this thing in stock at the HobbyTown Hobbyplex in Omaha, Nebraska. It'll also be available at all your other hobby towns across the nation, and of course online at hobbytown.com. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe, like, tell your friends, and we will definitely make another video for you soon.
Yes!
I didn't get it.
No! No!